Did you know that something as simple as an itch in a specific spot might be your body's quiet cry for help? For many older adults, especially those over 60, what seems like harmless itching could be a subtle but critical warning sign of cancer. Most people brush off these sensations as dry skin, allergies, or just aging. But there are patterns, recurring, persistent itching in specific areas, that doctors have repeatedly seen in patients who were later diagnosed with serious conditions like lymphoma, pancreatic cancer, leukemia, and even inflammatory breast cancer. In this video, we're uncovering 5 key areas on the body where unusual itchiness could be a red flag for cancer. But this isn't just about pointing to body parts. We'll explore the why behind each symptom, how certain cancers trigger these sensations, what makes them different from common itches, and what action you should take if something sounds familiar. Stay with me until the end because being aware of these quiet signs can help you detect serious illness before it becomes life-threatening. Let's begin. Sign number 1, persistent itching on the lower legs. You may think it's just dry skin, but when someone over 60 experiences constant itching on their lower legs, especially around the shins and calves, with no rash, dryness, or clear triggers like new soap or lotion, it could point to something deeper: blood-related cancers like Hodgkin's lymphoma. Why the legs? Cancers affecting the lymphatic system can release inflammatory chemicals into the bloodstream. These irritate nerve endings, especially in the lower limbs, causing a deep, burning itch. The skin might look normal, but underneath, nerves are being activated by internal changes. Take George, a 75-year-old who shared his story at a cancer awareness event. His only symptom for 6 months? A persistent itch on the front of his legs. No rash, no dryness, just an urge to scratch that wouldn't go away. After months of using creams, his doctor ordered blood tests. The results? Abnormal white blood cell counts and swollen lymph nodes in his chest. George had lymphoma. That itch was his body's first warning. So if you or someone you love is dealing with a deep, persistent leg itch that doesn't respond to creams, especially at night, don't brush it off. It could be your immune system trying to speak up before more serious symptoms appear. Sign number 2, itching between the shoulder blades or upper back. This next one is incredibly easy to miss. A nagging itch between your shoulder blades might feel like nothing. Maybe it's your posture, maybe your shirt tag. But for many, it has been one of the earliest signs of pancreatic cancer. Here's why. As pancreatic tumors grow, they can block the bile ducts, which are responsible for draining bile from the liver. This causes bile salts to build up in the blood. One of the first places this internal irritation shows up: the upper back, where sensory nerves are densely packed. Meet Linda, a 70-year-old woman who described it as a phantom itch on her upper back. She tried every lotion, every back scratcher, even replaced her mattress. Nothing worked. Later, routine blood work showed elevated liver enzymes. Imaging scans revealed a tumor pressing against her bile duct. No stomach pain, no yellowing skin, just that back itch. If you're experiencing persistent itching in this specific area, especially if it's internal, doesn't improve with skin treatments, and comes with other subtle signs like dark urine or fatigue, don't ignore it. The body often sends warnings in whispers. Sign number 3, itchy scalp with no dandruff or visible irritation. An itchy scalp is common, especially with dry hair or aging skin. But a persistent, unexplainable itch, one that feels more like tingling or burning and doesn't respond to shampoo or oils, can be something much more serious. Specifically, it could be a warning sign of leukemia or scalp-related skin cancers. This happens because when abnormal white blood cells multiply, they can trigger inflammatory responses that affect the nerves in the scalp. One man, Henry, age 73, noticed his scalp would start itching every afternoon. He changed hair products, stopped wearing hats, but nothing helped. Blood tests later revealed he had early-stage chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Another concern: skin cancers on the scalp. They often begin as a small patch of itchy, rough skin, sometimes so faint you'd miss it without close inspection. In people with thinning hair, this is especially common. So if your scalp itch feels different, persistent, or seems to move around, and nothing you try gives relief, it's time to take it seriously. Don't be afraid to ask a loved one, hairdresser, or your doctor to check the area. Early detection saves lives. Sign number 4, localized itching on the chest or breast area. Next, let's talk about a place that rarely gets attention until something is visibly wrong: the chest or breast area. Particularly for women, but also for men, an unexplained itch near the nipple, beneath the breast, or across the chest wall could be one of the earliest signs of inflammatory breast cancer or other breast tumors. This type of cancer is especially dangerous because it doesn't always form a noticeable lump. Instead, it may start with skin changes like redness, a rough texture, or a warming sensation. But sometimes the only early symptom is a deep, persistent itch that doesn't go away with creams or clothing changes. Ruth, age 69, felt a weird itch around her right breast. She tried changing bras, laundry detergents, even stopped wearing a bra altogether. Still, the itch remained same spot every day. When her doctor finally examined her, he found subtle skin dimpling and ordered a scan. The result? A small but aggressive tumor just beneath the skin. If you feel an itch in this area that won't go away, don't wait for a lump. If the skin looks or feels even slightly different, get it checked. It's better to be cautious early than to regret waiting. Sign number 5, itchy arms, especially the forearms. Finally, let's look at another often ignored area, the forearms. If you're noticing a persistent, localized itch on your arms, one that comes without a visible rash or irritation and doesn't respond to treatment, it may be a signal of skin cancer, particularly basal cell carcinoma. Basal cell cancers can begin as small, itchy patches that don't go away. They might look like a scab that never heals or a slightly raised bump that itches more than it hurts. Because it starts in the upper layers of skin, the irritation often triggers a localized itch long before a visible lesion appears. Older adults, especially those with years of sun exposure, are higher risk. So if you've been feeling a weird itch on your forearm, same spot, same sensation, for weeks or months, get it checked. A simple skin exam could make all the difference. Listen to your body's whisper before it shouts. There you have it. 5 very specific areas where unusual itching might be more than just a skin issue. Remember, not all itches are warnings. But when an itch is localized, persistent, resistant to treatment, and comes with no clear cause, especially in older adults, it deserves your attention. These symptoms don't mean you have cancer, but they can be the earliest clue your body is offering. Don't wait for pain or visible changes. Your nerves may be sounding the alarm long before anything shows up on the surface. So if something doesn't feel right, speak up. Talk to your doctor. Ask for blood work, imaging, or a dermatologist exam if needed. Catching cancer early can drastically increase your chances of successful treatment. If you found this video helpful, drop a comment below with the word AWARE so we know you're taking your health seriously. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a vital health update. We're here to bring you clear, life-saving insights every week. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay informed and stay healthy.